everybody what Talk Inspire is and what we are doing. Because you cannot come to something that you don't know about, right? It's really important. So let's start with Talk Inspire is a project that we are having to invite guests that are at a higher level, guests that are not our level, successful people, to come and share their knowledge and insight with us. But before you start anything, you have to start somewhere. The project is going to have a community of young and ambitious people that want to be inspired. And then we will be able to invite guests at some level to come and give us some inspiration, to share their road in life, what they have been through before they get to where they are. It's really important to hear from some other people to inspire you. Because hearing from people can lead you to something else. You can hear from people and say, this is what I want to be, and I will work and do everything it takes to get there. But without having the community, we cannot do it. That's why we are striving to work and have an ambitious and young, vibrant community, so that we can go to institutions and say, please help us go with this guest. We want to have the greatest guest possible on this show, so that they come and share their insights. We want to have presidents on the show from Talk Inspire, but we cannot start if you have this audience. We have to get at a level where we know that we have a vibrant young community that is ready to learn from people. That's why we are starting here. We are starting here, and what we are doing right now is having guests of some level coming and having interesting debates about topics that matter to young people. So from now, since we started, we have been having topics and debates with young people, interactive debates. That we come, they give their opinion, you also share your opinion, and we learn something from it. That's what we are doing. So please stay committed and stay engaged with us. Because what we aspire to do with Talk Inspire is return on what we see. So please join us and let's together build something greater than what we see right now. Are you ready to take this journey with us?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. For everybody, now I have to ask a question. Is there anybody who doesn't understand English or who doesn't hear what I'm saying? No. Very good. Okay, let's go. So that's the topic we are going to discuss. And today with me, I have a guest star. Like what we call a guest star. An English coach. A coach of English. A coach of English who has accepted to be with us here on the show. I didn't know he would accept, but he said yes, I will come. And I am so thrilled to have him here with us on the show. So please put your hands together to welcome on stage my dear coach, Mr. Razak Sohi.
I'll say what I can say if you have question.
No, you say everything. Okay, say what you can say.
Okay, very brief, I'm Razak Sohi. I'm coach of English. I'm also coach of French. I started with Spanish, but you know, Africans are not really interested in Spanish. So everybody put English on the head, so that's what I put all my strength in. I'm mainly based in Accra. I work with Sokodiva Training Center, and recently we created a department which is online department. So this is for most of the people who don't have the means to go in Ghana. So we think about everybody because you need something, you don't have the means, you need to find a way. So everywhere there is a language, I'm there. And I'm in this domain since, let me say, 15 years. I've met a lot of people. Okay, let me say the biggest challenge I had was to work with someone who had never been to school. So even the French was not, you know, when I do this, what does it mean?
It's not clear.
You say?
Welcome. Yes, have a seat. Welcome. I think the stage is set now. Today we are discussing social media. People are not asked questions. So I'll directly ask you to define what you understand by social media. Can you all hear me?
Not really.
Is it good?
Yes.
My name is Jospin Awoyati, and you already know me. I'm the leader of the Speakers Club. Today we are going to talk about social media, and we are going to add on that thing. Being famous on social media, what does it mean? Social media first is a website, an application on which, when you are a user, you have to post some things. But what are the qualities of the content they don't present? If you have to be popular on that website or application, you have to post some content, but the quality, they don't care about the quality the quality of the content. Good. So for me, as I was saying, the application, the content that they post, this is what we call social media. And when you want to be popular, you have to post a lot of content, and you have to show your community in order to be famous. This is what we call social media.
Okay, good.
English, very simple. Good. So we say social media fame. Already I will go with the word social. From social, I'm hearing society, right? I'm hearing people, and I'm hearing, let me say, community. Media, I would say from media, I'm hearing, let's say, news, I'm hearing broadcasting, and then I'm hearing information channels. Is it okay? And for fame, in fame, I would say I would draw out celebrity, popular, well, what else I would say, well known. So if I have to rephrase social media fame, I would say it is like being accepted by the people through the information you share on the different platforms. Why? Because when you pay attention, everything in the world changes except the way of teaching. When you go to school, the teacher comes in, he gives his lesson, you understand or you don't understand, he doesn't care. He gives you exercises. Is it what you do?
No, you can't.
No, I'm asking.
A good teacher is the one, after giving his lesson, ask student if they get the lesson.
Okay.
If they don't get it, they have the right to ask questions.
Okay.
And you have the duty to answer the question.
Alright, but do you accept with me that all students don't have the courage to say no, I didn't understand?
Okay.
Because you spend 4 hours.
Okay.
4 hours to explain a lesson. And at the end, you too as a teacher, will you expect them to say no?
Is it not?
Let's stop that.
Yes, I'm coming. He's a teacher, right?
Yeah.
Good. And you are a teacher. So, from the point to a teacher, good. Where I am, I will always make sure my learners step in the truth. Good. But as a teacher, because I've seen so many, good. They ask the question, did you understand? Whether your answer is yes or no, exercise. And boom. Now, coming back to our topic, imagine you bring your teaching of biology online and you change a bit the traditional way of teaching, especially in Benin that we are. We know our teachers, they cram the lesson in biological studies.
Is that what I'm saying?
It is like that. The good. Imagine you change it and everybody here starts following you. How will you feel?
He's going to answer that question. Let me continue.
No, but you said it's dangerous. So I'm leaving everything now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's go. I'm with you now. And the question is for professionals, like people that have business or people that are doing something like government politicians, teachers, all those people are on social media today. Some of them have millions of followers. Do you think that being famous on social media for those people is still danger?
Okay, before I answer your question, I would like to answer some of the questions that might be asked.
Okay.
So I would like to start with the first thing. He said, when you belong to a community, and in the community you notice that people are working with the head, you have to do the same thing. Yes. Just imagine that you belong to a community in which people used to, they used to kill for fun. To kill for fun.
For fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to perpetuate the same thing, or are you going at least to try to change it? So,
No.
This is the question that I'm asking you. Yeah. Okay.
Are we going to answer?
We notice that in our society, what people are doing, even I heard some president said something last time. He said, is it because you are doing something and no one tells you that the thing you are doing is not good, that we have to perpetuate that thing? Question mark. Personally, I think that we don't have to do that. Because when someone notices at least that this is not good, we have to change it. And I think, and I'm sure that you will agree with me on it. Okay. The second question that I would like to answer is, you said it depends on how you use social media, right? And yeah, do you know that the way of using social media depends on those who influence you on social media? Just imagine that I have someone like a star that I really appreciate, an influencer, maybe I said maybe you say, okay, good. And you said, first of all, you pick your picture, it serves you in fun. Just imagine that it's your picture that he picked. How are you going to feel? We just think about how the influencer feels, but we don't think about how the person who is getting hurt feels. And this is dangerous. Are you sure that someone do you imagine that someone who just considers himself as an influencer just pick the picture of one of your sons or one of your daughters and start insulting her or him because maybe he is disabled? Maybe. How are you going to feel? He's going to have likes, he's going to have followers, but you, how are you going to feel? They don't answer that question. And apart from that, do you know that currently, I think yesterday I was on the status of one of my friends, and he posted something of ascending. Thank you for bringing his name.
The show is not.
Yeah, sorry. He just showed something that we call in French vitiligo. And he said the first time people noticed that, he was afraid of sharing that information about himself because when he shared it, people start insulting him. He's the one insulting people, but when they insult him, he thinks that is something bad.
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now he went on himself and he tried to overcome it.
Yeah.
But what are the difficulties that he passed through? We don't know. What are the different challenges that he, let's say, passed through? We don't know. And how to feel? We don't know. Okay, the third and last question that I would like to answer is, we were talking about AI. Good. The AI is something good, right? The information that we have on AI, are you sure that the different information that we have on AI are, let's say, true person? And apart from that, don't you think that AI is making people lazy?
Yes.
Because when you have to do something, just imagine, I have to prefer making a debate with you. I just have to write on social media what social media fame danger of opportunity. Give me 20 arguments that I can use to define that it is a danger. And those who say that there are, famous on social media, they are talking about they can teach people on social media. What are the different qualifications that they have? Do you know that, the thing that I don't reveal is, I'm a genetic, sorry, quote unquote, a genetician. Because I'm learning genetics of the paper, but this is what I don't like. Do you know that, the level that I have in English, I'm not saying that I'm professional, but the level that I have in English, I can, let's say, post myself and say that I'm English coach. I can say it.
Yes.
And I think people call me English coach, and I ask them to not call me English coach because I feel that I'm not ready to be an English coach. I don't have the qualifications. But those who are on the internet, those who are showing that they are English coach, what are they able to teach you? What are the qualifications that they have? We don't know. So we cannot trust someone. And when it's come to books, do you know that before you publish a book, people have to control the information that they put in the book. But what about detox? Just imagine that I start saying that I'm in biology, so I will pick an example from biology. I just say that the DNA is equal to the RNA. I just say it's equal. I can post it on TikTok. Who is going to control that? No one. But if I put it in a book, people will control it and correct it and say, this is not a good information. You cannot put that information in a book. So you cannot publish something wrong in a book. Personally, I think that social media, we should bear in our minds that is dangerous than we think. It's more dangerous than we think.
Okay, let's go back to my question.
Yeah, okay.
The question was for businesses and
okay, good.
Yeah. For businesses and professionals who are going to take social media, is it for them? Yes, is it an opportunity for them or is it?
Okay, good. Is it danger? I still believe that it's a danger. First of all, because as I was saying, it's a danger for them first, and it's a danger for those who are following you. Okay. So when we take the case, you are posting something on social media, you become famous. The day you do something bad, people know where you are, they can find you, and they can even kill you.
Okay.
Something that consumes your time, your energy, and even damage your brain. They don't know you because they all said that before you become famous on social media, you have to be addicted to that social media. You have to spend more than, if I can say it like that, more than a day on the social media. Okay. When you spend more than a day on social media, you are in front of a screen. Do you know that, first of all, it will damage the quality of your sleep? It will damage it. Okay. And when it damages it, you won't be able, because I don't know for you, but when I'm really busy, I'm doing something, I don't really have time to eat. Just imagine that you really want to eat, but as you are busy posting your breast, posting your products on TikTok, you just start scrolling and find, you come across what we call a meal, a repap. Do you know that at the site of the meal, your stomach, I'm talking about biology, start producing what we call acid.
Yeah.
You get it? Because you are hungry and your stomach is asking you to put food in it. You just eat the meal. Your brain will tell your stomach that I have a meal in front of me.
Yes.
So are you going to start eating? No, seriously. I'm telling you. So they are damaging their body, but they don't know. It's because they don't tell them. And the way that people are using social media in their country, those who bring social media, there are the same who tell you that polygamy or something. They are the same who tell you that when you are young, you can get married to a man. Do you think that most people think they will bring you something really good? And the way that they use it in their country is different. Is it the same way that they use it in their country?
It's different.
Are you sure?
Okay. Thank you very much.
The answer is
Deep.
it's very deep. one thing is, if you have the opportunity, if you have the content, and you have what it takes to be famous on social media, you can go for it. But make sure you don't show, I mean, as a woman, you don't off everything in front of everybody, because I still believe that the body of a woman is the temple of God, as they usually say.
Thank you.
So, now, advice for the young people. I'll say first, spend time with yourself.
Walk inside.
1. 2, work very hard on yourself. Because I don't believe in miracle. I don't believe in luck. People say you are lucky, who is lucky is this. Sorry. I don't believe in luck. If not, I would say my definition of luck is when the opportunity and preparation meets. You have an opportunity today. Are you ready to take full advantage of it? For example, you that are here, if there is an opportunity and you need English, and they ask you the question, can you speak English? And your answer is no. Despite all the diploma you have, you miss it. So, you know what the market needs. And this is what social media people are doing. They make a kind of study. This is what my people want. So let me give it to them. Now, coming back to the youth. You know, there is this problem of young people loving fast money.
Yes.
That one first is a disease. You don't dream of fast money without preparation. You can have the money, if you don't have the mentality to manage that money, you come back zero.
Yes.
So I will still come back on work on yourself, spend time with yourself, and then pray. And then lastly, know who you are working with. Because they say the friend of a rich man is not a rich man. Good? But the friend of a scammer is a scammer.
Yes, yes.
I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
If your friend is a thief, when we see you, we say, it is the group. But when you are working with the rich man, then you say he's taking advantage of the money of the other person. So, always spend time with yourself, work on yourself. And I'm saying this based on experience. Where I am sitting, despite my university diploma, I have 15 other certificates.
15.
15.
How does he rate it?
Other certificates.
How does he rate it?
How did I make it?
Yeah.
Social media. People that I follow, they propose websites where I can go for training for free and have a certificate. Today, in my domain, if you post, if there is a job application, when I apply, when I go for the interview, they say, we cannot recruit you.
Why?
You are of a higher level.
Because
Because I took time to work
They are
on
smart.
myself. If I base on what I learned at school, I'm sure I will currently be on Zenijan
Yeah.
doing Kalavi to Cotonou somewhere. But because I took time to spend time with myself, know myself, and then work on my weaknesses, I'm able to do this. I can tell you I'm an employee, but I also have employees. It is called being able to use your senses. So as young, you have the time, you have a lot of opportunities in front of you. Prepare very well before you go for them. If not, you will go, you fail the first time, you fail the second time, you say, no, I have bad luck. Sorry, there's nothing like that. And it is said in the Bible that God created us at His own image, which means as numerous as we are small gods. So everything you say of your life, You want it or not, in the future you will notice it. So,
I'm a rich man.
Check.